What's up, guys? It's Looney TNT. So, in the background, you're going to see a Maw of Souls run. It was probably a super horrible run for me. You know, it definitely was, probably was. It was a horrible run for me, and I thought I'd show this in the background why I talk about alts, because I feel it's very important that people know if you do make mistakes, it is okay, right? Obviously, in a timed run, we don't want you to make mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes. It's not that, you know, oh, well, this guy's perfect, he doesn't make mistakes. It is what it is. When you look at my rotation and the spells I'm using, I had them out of sync. My momentum buff was not maintained the way it should have been. I was out of position. So I just wanted to show you guys, you know, everybody does make mistakes. I was watching a 12 last night, and someone was streaming it, and the mistakes they were making were very basic mistakes. It is what it is, but they were all getting very upset with each other, and the streamer even stopped streaming, and I was like, really? Come on, it is what it is. You know, they were still probably even they were gonna get it done. They might have missed time, but come on, you know, it's World of Warcraft. It is what it is. So that's why I thought I'd show you a run that wasn't, you know, perfect, right? Alright, so let's talk about alts. Last video, I told you guys I was going to show you guys and let you guys know what alt I ran. I am not very pleased with my choice. I leveled a Holy Paladin, and I went through 100 to 110 because I really wanted to feel the experience. I wanted to feel the shotgun part, I wanted to feel the healing part. I healed a lot of dungeons. I quested. I did everything that I needed to do to find out that I really do not like the Holy Paladin as a for personal preference as a healer. Not saying they're not great, right? In any raiding situation, if you have a healer, Holy Paladin, they're very strong tank heals, and I think it's very important that you bring one of those. But I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it, and I didn't really like it. And the way Legion is with alts, you gotta invest a lot of time into your character to make it good. I don't feel it's very alt friendly. I know they say it is, but I don't feel that. I do not feel that is alt friendly at all. Everything that I've done on my Demon Hunter, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get even half of what I have in my Demon Hunter from playing an alt, because I've done so much on my Demon Hunter at the moment with rep and with artifact power, and you know, I got to go through all the artifact power again on a new character where I'm having to do all my research. I feel behind, right? I don't have my third relic slot because I have to do all the quests again. I do not like quests. I do not want to do that. So I'm definitely not going to do it for a character that I'm not having fun playing, right? Even though they are very strong, and I don't mind the way they heal, it's just not for me. So I'm going to level another alt. What it's going to be, I'm not sure yet. I really love Mythic Plus dungeons. I really do. And as a DPS, sometimes it is very hard to find a group. If you're super high item level, you're good to go. You know, a lot of times you're going to be able to get into a group. But I don't feel I have complete control over the group, and that's where I was thinking maybe tanking. And I was thinking, all right, well, you know, I am a Demon Hunter. I do have 2 specs. I can tank on the Demon Hunter. And I've been tanking on the Demon Hunter a little bit. I just feel in a lot of situations with a lot of ads and things, I feel very squishy. I feel like I take a massive amount of damage. And let's be honest, in Mythic Pluses, you know, the ads are the area where it's the hardest. When you get to the bosses are the bosses. But clearing the fast trash, pulling a lot of mobs, it's very important. So I'm thinking of leveling a tank, but I'm not sure what tank. Obviously, the Druid is, you know, amazing, very easy to play. They have they can take so much damage. But I just don't know if I want to level a druid. Not 100% sure. I do have a level 100 druid, and it is an okay playstyle. I have I have tanked before, but I don't know if I want to yet, and I don't know if I want to invest the time into leveling it. Now, that said, Resto is amazing, right? Their healing is crazy. The dots are amazing. So you can push pretty well, and then you could what is it called? Cat weaving and things like that with it. So there's a lot that you can actually do. But I don't know if I'm gonna level that or not. And then I'm thinking about leveling a blood DK. Now, I've never ever tanked as a Death Knight. So the fact that I want to level a Death Knight, I do have a level 100 Death Knight, and he was a lot of fun as Frost and things like that. But Blood seems to be really, really good. You have a lot of healing. You can do a lot of things. I'm really excited to try out the spec. But I heal a lot on my Demon Hunter also. So does that mean the Death Knight is a little squishy? I'm going to have to just do my research. So whenever you guys are picking an alt, the best advice that I have is do your research on the class. Don't look at numbers. Don't be like, this class is OP, so I'm going to pick this class because they're doing this much damage. If you do it that way, it never turns out well. Because if it's not fun, it's not worth playing. Like I hear it all the time. You're a demon hunter. You click 3 buttons and you do 1,000,000 DPS. It's not necessarily that easy. There are situations when a lot of ads happen, and I could I-beam and Fell Barrage and, Fury of the Illidari, and, there's some abilities that I have to do a lot of AoE damage, but on single target, Demon Hunters are not in the best spot for single target. So when you're playing a Demon Hunter and you're expecting to do just, crazy amount of damage, and then you realize, well, now I'm having to keep minimum up, I'm having to do this, I'm having to do that. It's not as easy as everybody says it was, which, not saying Demon Hunters, you don't have to be some, rocket scientist to play Demon Hunter, because it's not a very hard class. Like I said in the beginning, when Demon Hunters came out, everybody's going to be good at it. There are going to be those few that are great at it. That's just the way the class is designed. It's designed so everybody can play it, but the people who really want to push it are going to be able to push it. And I think that's like that with every class, except some classes have a bigger skill cap than others. Just my opinion. So when you're looking at classes, don't look at numbers. Look at the gameplay and style that you want to play. I want to tank or I want to heal. Those are two things that I'm really looking at. I don't want to DPS. I don't want to roll another DPS. And if I do, it would definitely be a ranged DPS, because ranged DPS just have more advantages and mythic pluses. Mage, for example, a hunter, they just have really, really good advantages over a lot of different classes. Not saying they're way OP where they do a lot of damage. It's just I like the way they kind of can do things and mythic pluses. So I would definitely go a range class, but I'm leaning towards a healer or a tank. Shaman or a Death Knight. Don't really want to play a warrior. Warriors seem cool, but I don't really want to play a warrior. The druid is an option because I can do both. I can heal and I can tank. But I'm only going to be able to pick one when I level the class. So it's a very interesting predicament that I'm thinking of. Is what it is. Alright, guys, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think the best DPS, the best tank, and the best healer is for Mythic Pluses? I can care less about rating. Rating is just a secondary thing that I'm doing. I'm enjoying Mythic Pluses so much that I really want to push the Mythic Plus difficulty. I want to push into the 20s. You know, just obviously that's going to be super difficult, but that's my goal, is just to push high numbers in Mythic Plus. And as a DPS, I can only do so much. As a tank or a healer, I feel I can do a little bit more, you know, but that said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to pick and what to go. So what I'll do is I'll leave you guys here to finish watching the kill. Thank you guys for watching. What alts are you guys trying to roll? I don't think alts are super friendly in Legion. I wish there was a lot of things that kind of stacked and were the same. I do not agree with artifact research having to scale on every individual character. I wish it scaled on all characters. I do not want to invest the time into something that I do not want to play, you know? Even though I kind of want to play it. It has to be super fun. I love Demon Hunter. I need to find a tanking or healing class that I love just as much so I can invest the time. Dailies, artifact power, it's a grind, you know? So, we'll see. Alright, guys. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. Do what you guys need to do. And I'll talk to you guys soon.